Welcome everyone. My name is Olonwe. So in today's class we are going to be learning how to draft a simple gown, a simple A-shaped gown. So I folded the hip circumference of my client by 4. I added 2 inches to it as my sewing allowance. Okay, divide your hip circumference by 4, add 2 inches to it. That's what I did here. Then you can see this is my I'm going to be the gown is going to be having zipper and a slit in front. So here is the allowance for my zipper and the slit at the front. So this line here is my baseline and it serves as my shoulder line. This is my chest line. Okay, so to get this line, divide your bust circumference by 6, add 1.5 to it. So you mark out this. Then this is my bust point, my waistline, my hip line. The length for this gown is 53. I added 2 inches to it for sewing allowance. So minus this zipper allowance, what I folded from here to here is my hip circumference divided by 4. My client circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches. That's what you are going to be folding here. So now, the required measurement you are going to be needing is your shoulder measurements, your bust circumference, your waist circumference, your hip circumference. Then you need the shoulder to your chest, shoulder to bust point, shoulder to waist, shoulder to hip, then shoulder to your gown length. That is all measurement that you need for this class. So let's get started. Let's continue. So the next thing we are going to measure now is our shoulder measurement divided by 2. The one I'm working with is shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'm going to be adding half inch to it because this is not a pattern. This is a fabric. I'm going to correct directly on fabric. So I'm going to be adding this divided by 2. I add half inch sewing allowance to it. So I'll come to this place too. I will mark the same measurement. Then I'm going to connect it. I'll be connecting it straight up. So on the shoulder line here, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. I'm supposed to come down by 1.5, but because I'm going to cut straight on fabric, so I'm going to come down by 1 inch here. So here I'll mark 3 inches. Okay, that's my neck width. Then my neck depth, I'll mark 4.5. Okay, let me increase. Okay, I'll first mark I'll connect it first, like so. I believe you can see what I'm trying to do. Then I will replace my measurements. I'll be using 5 inches here. Let me use 4 inches. So after sewing, it will become 5 inches. So I'm going to be connecting it like so. So I place the back and the front together. So we are going to cut the front first. The back first. So the back, whatever you are doing, make sure you extend it to this particular place because we are going to be needing this. So the back measurement is going to be 1 inch. I'm going to be using 1 inch here for the back. So I'll connect it also. I'll connect it from here. So 4 inches neck width. That is it. So I'm going to stop here as well because we're going to be putting zipper at the back here. And when I'm cutting, you will see the difference. So on this particular place, you go up by, let's divide this into 2 equal parts because we're going to be cutting the back and the front at the same time. So I'll divide it into 2, like so. Then I'll mark across. Then I'll mark half inch towards this side. And we're going to be connecting it straight to the body. Okay. I will use my curve roller to connect like that. So I'm done with the armhole. So my bust circumference I'm using is 38 divided by 4. That is 9.5. I'll mark my 9.5 here. Plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Here is it. So on my waistline, the waist circumference I'm working with is 36. 36 divided by 4. That is 9 inches. Plus 2 inches sewing allowance. So I'm going to connect it. So that is it. So on my hip line, the hip circumference I'm working with is 40 divided by 4. I have 10 plus sewing allowance, which is 2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to connect like so. So that is it. So from my hip line now, I'm going to mark my hip circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches throughout the gown length. Okay. So my circumference divided by 4 is 10 plus 2 inches. I'll mark it throughout. That is 12 inches. Just mark it down straight like that. Just mark it down straight. So here is it. So at the down here, I'm going to mark 1.5 inch up from this particular, from the down length. I mark 1.5. I want to give it a bit of shape at that particular place. I just don't want it to go just straight like that. So I'm going to shape it. So we are going to cut it out now. You cut the back out first. So this is the back. This is the back neckline. I'm going to cut like so. That is the back neckline. Then so that is it. So I finished cutting like that. So to cut the front, just remove the one that is inside. Okay, before you remove it, I want to slit this. This is our so I'm going to remove one like this. I'll just remove one like this and place this. Be very careful with it. Just make sure they are equal. Then you cut out the back. So that is it. So I'll go to my machine now. I will join this center first because we're going to cut facing for this. Then we are going to be cutting a lace that we're going to place on it on this as well. So I want to cut out facing for this. So I place this fabric on fold like this one. I've sewn it already. I've joined the center front. I've joined it already. So it's because I'm still going to place lace on this particular gown. So I will show you what to do after this. So you're going to cut out the facing like so. Just follow the neckline. Okay. After cutting out, follow the shoulder too. So that's it. So the next thing I'm going to do now, it depends on you. You can decide to have 3 inches all through. I'll be leaving 4 inches all through, all round. 4 inches round, 4 inches round, 4 inches round, 4 inches round. So you connect it, then you cut it out. Okay? We're going to do the same thing for the back. You do the same thing for the back. We're going to do the same thing for the back. Okay? So this is how it's going to look like. You want to cut the back, just cut the back the same way, make sure it's 4 inches. So the lace is going to be in this same format, okay? So I've placed my lace under like so. Can you see? I cut out the same way I cut my facing. Then the difference is that I allow it to reach this place, then the armhole area. So I'm going to design it anyhow I want on the front. So let me show you how I'm going to do it. So you can see that it's the same way. The neckline and the lace, they are the same, okay? So what I did now is I placed it on it. I measure from my shoulder to my under bust, then I draw a straight line, I mark it here, then I decide to curve it out like so. You can design it anyhow you want, it doesn't matter. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter, but the best thing is don't allow it to be too long so that it will look nice on you, okay? So let me try to bring this down a little because of sewing allowance and the rest. So this is how it's going to look like after sewing. This is how it's going to look like. So I'll first of all sew this on it. Then I'll place my facing. On it after sewing. After sewing the lace. This is how it's going to look like. So before the first place the lace on it and place the facing on it. I've decided to change the design of this. I said it earlier that you can design it your own way. So I've decided to change this from the circle, the other one reach this side and here. But I decided to change it, so this is how the shape is going to look like now. You can leave it that way if you want to, but I prefer this. So now the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll place this premise on this side. I'll place the other one here. I'm going to sew them. So this one will be placed at the center like so. Then you tuck it in a little, okay, just little, and place this one on it. So I'm going to go to my sewing machine and join them together. And there is a slit here. My customer said he doesn't want more slit, so I usually slit it a little. So when I get to where the slit is, I will stylishly bend this towards the other side, okay? Because there's no way I can sew it on the sleeve part. So that's what I'm going to do now. So when I finish this, I'll come and show you on the table. So my back, this is the back here. I've insert my zipper, so my zipper to it. I fix the neckline. I don't want this video to be too long, okay? So if you want to add pockets, you can add it too. So here is it. I finished joining this to the bodice. So the next thing is for me to, if you want to add your the pocket to it, you can add it now. So before joining them together, you understand me? There's a way you want to do that, you can do it now. So this is it. I'm going to join the two sides. I will join the shoulder, join the two sides, then I'll teach us how to cut the sleeve now. So I'm done sewing this. So I fixed the shoulder and these ones, as you can see. So now the next thing we're going to do now is to cut out the sleeve. So to cut out the sleeve, I've measured around this. I have 18 inches. You do the same thing too. So the measurements you'll be needing to cut out the sleeve are the circumference, which is the circumference of your sleeve, the sleeve length, okay? So this one is constant for your circle. Whenever you want to cut a circle, you need 6.28. So you need the circumference, which is 18 inches, the sleeve length, 9, the one I'm using here is 9 inches, plus sewing allowance is already there, okay? So then you need the constant 6.28. So what you're going to be doing now, you're going to be dividing the 18 inches, the circumference, by 6.28. What I have now is 2.9 inches. When I measure this, I have 2.28. Measure your own. So I have 2.9 inches. So you're going to be adding this 2.9 to your sleeve length. So the 2.9 plus the 9 inches here, I have 11 inches. So I approximate it to 12 inches. So this 12 inches is the amount of fabric that you're going to be folding. So this is how you're going to do it. This is the fabric here. So from here to here now, I have 24 inches, okay? That's how you're going to measure it. This 12 inches times 2. That's how you're going to measure it. Or you first of all measure 12 inches, then you are going to fold it again to give you another 12 inches. 1, 2. And this part should be on fold, okay? One part should be on fold. So whatever you have here is 12 inches, 12 inches, 12 inches, 12 inches. So I'm going to be having 12 inches as a square. We are done with that. So let me show you what I did here now. So to cut the sleeve, we are going to mark the 12 inches round, like so. Just follow me the way I'm going to do it. We're going to mark 12 inches all through. 12 inches here, 12 inches, 12 inches, 12 inches, then you connect it. You mark your 12 inches, this one is 12 inches already. Mark your 12 inches here, then you're going to connect it like that. After connecting, I'm going to cut it out. After I finish cutting like this, so I'll open it up like so. After opening it up, I'm going to fold it in again, but it's like high and low. Then I'm going to try and measure this, maybe like, it depends on you anyway, but I'm going to be using 4 inches here. I've done one already, so I don't want to make a mistake. I want to measure what I have here. So this is 4 inches. I will measure 4 inches again on this. This is 4 inches, so I'll fold it up to that 4 inches, like so. Can you see? So that if you cut it the way it is, like this one, that means the one will be, it's normally give a very funny shape like that, but this is the best way to go about it. Just raise it up by 4 inches, so that the one on the down part will be higher, while the one at the side of the sleeve will be longer. You will get it when I finish doing it. You understand it. You explain it. So make it 4 inches like that. Just raise it. Make it 4 inches. Do you get me now? So this is it. So after that, you know we have the 6.28, 18 inches divided by 6.28. We have 2.9. So I'm going to be marking my 2.9 here. So I make it 3 inches. Don't worry, I make it 3 inches. Just make sure approximate it to 3 inches. And if you want to, you may leave it the way it is. Okay? So I'm going to connect it now. I'm going to connect it now. I don't want to make mistake. So I later come up by half inch on this. If you want to have pleats, come up by half inch around there, then you cut it out. So this is what you're going to have when you wear it. This one will be longer, while this one will be shorter. So the 4 inches is not constant. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter. It's not constant. So this is how the sleeve is going to look like on you. This one will go up, while this one will go down when you wear it. So that is it. So now I'm going to fix the sleeve and show us the final outcome, okay? So I fixed the sleeve. So here is it. So this is how the sleeve is going to look like. So here is the result of the blouse that we have been making since morning. So here is the result of what we have been making all along. You can see the sleeve, the bodies. So here we've come to the end of this class. If you find this video helpful, kindly like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you till I come your way next time. My name is still Bye.